I remember when I was on dating apps, for example, you'd often come across profiles that were like, if you're a Tory, I do not want you, you're a scumbag, I do not want to go on a date with you. Or if you're right wing, or if you're pro-life. And I'm like, was a Labour Party member, I'm on the left and I'm pro-choice. But I think I would still go on a date with someone that was a Tory. Uh, and again, like we're very much siloed off into our own little bubbles that are sort of self-perpetuating and only would sort of make the problem worse. And I don't know, it's just so interesting. I have like obviously in the context of Gaza and Israel, I have friends that are very pro-Israel and also very pro-Palestine. And I can talk to both of them. And although I disagree with what a lot of them say on both sides, that doesn't mean they're not my friend anymore. It doesn't mean I'm like, piss off, block and delete number. And like they're still good people. And like you can be a good person whilst holding political beliefs that are different to someone else's. Obviously, that doesn't count if it's a very extreme point of view, like if someone's just a racist.
Yeah,
But in
yeah.
generally speaking, like it doesn't mean you a bad person if you have a slightly different political opinion to me. In fact, it's the sort of person that you should want to hang out with because it keeps you in check. And like we need to be bringing more people into our friendship groups. Like I've been ostracized from so many friendship groups now as a result of having the beliefs I do. And I don't think I've necessarily changed. I think the world sort of changed and become hypersensitive to any sort of divergence from a very selective set of political opinions. And that is the problem. Like, like just not wanting to talk to, associate with, date, hang out with anyone that's different to yourself. And you're only building the walls of your own ignorance. And that's got to stop.
You talked about being ostracized there, and you said earlier about your followers, only about 20 of them will retweet or repost what you say.
20%.
Yeah, 20%. So have they given reasons as 80% given you reasons to
Yeah,
say why is this the
scared.
case?
They're
They're
scared.
scared. Yeah.
Understandably, I'm scared. Like I didn't even follow my own account. I've not shared one single post of mine on my personal Instagram account. I don't talk about it in public. I still find it quite uncomfortable in real life. I've certainly lost lots of friends, and it's not an unreasonable fear to have, I don't think, and it's one I share. And yeah, like 20%, only 20% of my following are comfortable sharing my content. I think I have poured more recently, and that has gone up slightly, so that does show a bit of progress.
Hmm.
But I also asked them why, and it was all the very fair reasons. Like I would lose my job, I would get into trouble. My partner wouldn't like it. It's not I'm unemployed. I'm trying to get work, and if someone checks out my social media, da 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 da. What a lot of people at university, which are very much entrenched in these very fixed ideological beliefs, and they're like, it's not worth the pain, suffering, and risk. And like people unfollow me all the time, or people just block me, or I'll get angry messages sent to me calling me a misogynist, or I'll get called an incel. And like again, people have got their fingers in their ears and they don't want to hear what you've got to say, despite what you're saying being fair and evidence-based and fundamentally compassionate and the right thing to do. So yeah, maybe 1 in 5 of my followers is comfortable sharing my content. I'm not part of that group. I don't share it. And the reasons they give are fair, I think, fair. And those people that say that to me, I'm like, please do not share any of my content that you're not comfortable with. Like, it's not worth it. I don't want you to. I'm not asking you to. Do not do anything you're not comfortable doing, please.
Is there, and I don't mean this as a reflection on you or others, but when you have issues like this that struggle to, like a lot of people are thinking, but they're afraid of saying in a public eye, is it going to take quite a few number of individuals to stand up and risk it all
Yeah,
before you say,
yeah,
okay, then, you know what, I actually agree with you on this.
yeah.
Yeah,
So more people have got to put their head above the parapet.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
more lives have to be sacrificed on the altar of social media advocacy.